Hey, what's up everybody? Gonna do another whiskey video here. This one's gonna be more of just a straight review than the previous one. And as I said in that video, we're gonna be doing the Chivas Regal 12. Obviously this is just a sample bottle, just 150 ml sample. So I have a limited chance to get impressions on it, unfortunately. But it should be enough that I'll know whether I hate it or not. And we'll see if I'm at all intrigued by it and interested enough in getting a full bottle, because it's not super cheap to get a full bottle of this, but for like a $3 sample, what the hell, why not? And in terms of being a sample, you know, this is actually pretty nice. It comes in a glass bottle instead of a plastic one, and the cap on here is just like the last one I reviewed, the Grant's, just smaller of course. Yeah, pretty nice for a sample bottle. But this is just a 12-year-old blended Scotch whiskey, 50% alcohol, or 40% alcohol by volume. I was reading 50 ml. So 40% is obviously not too bad. So, and from what I've heard, this should be fairly mild, kind of again similar to the Grant's. So nothing that's going to knock your socks off here. And yes, there's really nothing to read about this one. Because it's not a full bottle, they don't have all that shit on the back, so we'll just open it up. Go for it. A little bit ends up on the ring on the inside of the cap. Now this one I should be able to just pour. Yeah. That's all we're going to get, so. And there you go. Move this over here though. It's empty. This is my second dram of the night. The last one was about 2 hours ago though, so I don't really feel it. I felt it a little bit. It's partially because I had waited too long to do the video after I ate, so I was on basically an empty stomach. And so I ate something between then and now. So I feel pretty good. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. And yeah, I mean this not too much of that shooting at, just a little bit, or the legs or whatever you want to call them. I'm getting some of it, not as much as on the Grant's, but it's still there. In terms of color, again, it's about the same, not super dark. Once again, my camera, this one shows a little closer to what it is in real life than the last one does. Just my camera's terrible. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of that, a little bit of legs there. And again, it's not super cloudy. Not too bad. Maybe a little cloudier than the previous. But not terrible. So, again, I just kind of twirl it a little bit. I have shaky hands, so I'm limited in what I can do. Can't crank it. But I at least get a little bit around the glass. But yeah, you can see basically 50 ml just to the fattest point of the glass. And we'll do some nosing. Definitely some vanilla on here too. A little bit of fruity, just a touch. Slight hint of like, I don't know if, again, my palate's not very refined, but just wood. Probably oak wood. I'm uploading the previous video on this computer. It's terribly slow. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not getting, this nose is not as strong. It smells a little bit like wheat grain or something. Just a little bit. I'm not getting a whole lot on the nose of this one, actually. The other one was a little more potent. Oh, a little better on that side. It probably doesn't help that I have this fan blowing at me. That might be kind of disrupting it a little bit. Yeah, a bit of fruitiness. I don't know if breathing on it actually does anything, to be honest with you. Yeah, I'm just getting a little bit of that sweet fruit. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit of citrus, almost. Maybe a hint of citrus, maybe some lemon. It's all faint, to me, anyway. A little bit of wood, definitely. Smoke. Like cooking with wood. Yeah, a little bit. It's just, a lot of it is pretty vague, to be honest, but so I'm not going to spend any more time on that, but yeah, so not super strong. Maybe it's just me at this moment. I don't know. But I get a little bit. It's like yeah, candy kind of sweetness. Like Jolly Rancher to an extent. Not nearly as strong, of course, but just tends towards that. Alright, well, let's try it here. Wood. Yeah, that kind of like char, like smoky flavor of cooking on wood is what I'm getting, like cooking over a fire. A little bit of fruit. Yeah. That one's it's a little fuller than the Grants that I just tried. Definitely a little bit more kick to it. It's not bitter. It's really not bitter. But it just feels fuller. It's a little less smooth, but not terrible. But yeah, I got some wood. That taste of just... it's hard to describe, but you know, it just reminds me of like, yeah, roasting something over a fire. Maybe a little bit of citrus, a little bit of vanilla, maybe some grains, again, just a bit. Yeah, let me go for another one. I gotta. Definitely, yeah, a little bit of citrus, some grain. There's something I want to describe it as, and it's right on the tip of my tongue, but I can't get it out. It's really weird because, like, again, I'm a beginner, so it sort of is what it is, but smooth feeling, but still, it's just, it feels more full-bodied, but it's not bitter. It's really, it is drinkable. But again, it's just, I get a lot of this wood taste. Wood and grain, and a little bit of citrus, some vanilla. I'm trying, it's hard for me to describe, but it does taste pretty good. I am actually impressed with it. I really am. So, take a bit of water there. I'll just kind of sit on it for a minute. Yes, it's pretty good. I am impressed with it so far. Definitely drinkable. Again, it's only 40%, so it's not a huge surprise that it's not kicking my ass or anything like that. But yeah, it's just I don't know, because I look online and see, it's like, what do people think? But it's like, some of it I don't get, just because maybe my palate isn't very refined. But it's like, yeah, I just taste this full wood, this oak wood smokiness. It is actually pretty prevalent. A little bit of caramel, perhaps. Yeah, now I'm getting a little bit of caramel on the nose. This smells a little bit like a, like almost. Yeah. A little bit of caramel on the palate too, I think. Or maybe, yeah, caramel. And there's like nothing left. It's just that tiny little bit. Oh. The last little bit sweeter. There's some vanilla. Grain. Again, almost a little bit of that. Yeah, just that strong wood. Almost a bit of like dill. Yeah. Again, now I'm out. I can't go any further. But that was interesting. I definitely would like to try that again. Yeah, I don't know. That I mean, it was good, certainly, but it's just, it's hard for me to come to a perfect conclusion about what I tasted. But I enjoyed it. So I'll recommend it. Again, if your liquor store has a sample bottle of this, pick it up. Absolutely pick it up and try it. There's no harm there. It's definitely drinkable. It was fairly pleasant, certainly. It doesn't, the aftertaste, it's not a long finish, at least not to me. It doesn't linger like the other one, like the Grants, which again, that's just my frame of reference right now. But yeah, that wasn't bad. It definitely was not bad. So I will recommend this. Give it a try. I mean, I don't know. I'll have to get on my the website for my liquor stores and see what the price of a full bottle is. I don't know if they had full bottle. I'm sure they did if they had the sample. I didn't see because I was just kind of in and out with my Grants, and then I was some samples. But I'll have to look and see. I got to go to the superstore. Maybe I'll eventually come home with a haul, spend maybe $150 on bottles. I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But if I ever get a full bottle, I'll probably save it for a little later. Once I've tried a couple other things, maybe I'll come back and try this again. I don't know. We'll see. But that was very interesting. So, I will recommend it. I will recommend it. Just that's the bummer with samples, is you can't come back to it without buying more. Just that one little dram. So, but I hope you all enjoyed it. So, catch you guys later.